Jarvan in the first 2 picks. So it's really interesting to see why the Jarvan was that. There's got to be some kind of explanation for it, right? But like you said,
it could just be comfort, you know, it could be that. I can't remember exactly what they were playing last week. I mean, it was a long time ago now. The lane swap, putting the Zeri and the Ornn up into the Baron lane, so giving a bit more power over to the Zeri, but also giving more time for the Warwick to scale. But the engage came through from the Galio. Mumu does need to be a little bit careful. It's going to flash away. And the knock up there from the Ornn is absolutely huge. One more auto attack, the flash forward. The auto attack from UI, and it's the Chinese duo in the bot lane for now, but doesn't look like there's a play happening just yet. But oh no, the Ornn flashes forward, and that's going to be a kill back over. And this game so far has just been an absolute bloodbath. There's just fight happening left, right, and center. But here comes Warwick, baby. The ultimate onto the Corki. And that's maybe getting caught in this top side of the map, but the counter engage does come back on through. They're trying to catch out on the Ornn again, but the Ambessa here with the counter engage, and here comes Random as well, straight on top of anyone. The ultimate slows everyone in its path, and Ambessa is trying his best to get resets. Zeri takes another kill, and that's a great counter engage here, and Zeri just once more dashes over the wall, tries to shut down the Jarvan, trying to get a little bit more damage. The exhaust comes through for the slow, but it's not enough. But still, Baguette came so much damage. You're actually seeing at the moment the mid lane priority is going to be the key here for Baguette, trying to push in that mid wave, trying to make you lose so much crowd control. The Warwick actually dashed in all the way onto the back line. Actually, where it goes a little bit too far, but Lissandra able to take 1 kill for now, is able to disengage and try and take Coot 2. The Corki tried to use the package onto the back line, but it just wasn't enough. Lissandra's trying to clean up the fight. However, it does look like it's very messy and back and forth as well. The Severe is still alive onto the back line, but I think the Warwick is just way too strong right now. The extra damage does come on through, is when the enemy champions don't have any dashes or flashes or anything like that. He tried to use the portal to escape. Unfortunately, wasn't able to, but maybe has the movement speed in time to be able to get it. Jarvan trying to use the Flagger Drag to get away, but is not going to be able to. Jarvan and the flash from Galio is also down. They're going to look for another engage here onto the top side. That is another kill over to Baguette. Warwick is now on a killing spree. Divine Thunder is all here for them to try and give it a go as they're trying to get a pick up into the Baron lane. Random actually misses the flash in the end, and the Galio ulti keeps the Corki alive, misses the flash and the CC onto the Corki, and the Galio ulti was huge for a disengage. That's 2 kills now for Almighty Capybara, and I was talking about maybe this Dragon, being secured by Baguette, but now it seems like it's actually going to be Almighty Capybaras that can move into this bottom side of the map and try and take this second dragon. They're still looking for a fight though. Warwick is in the back line, but it's just not going to do enough damage. Severe using the flash away, and that's another kill over to Almighty Capybara. The package comes through from the Corki straight onto the Zeri. The Zeri is trying her damn hardest to do as much damage as possible, but there just isn't enough. Corki flashes over the wall. It's a triple kill, and
I feel like Aces could still come back into this, but they've got to make sure next time they get that goal lead, they have to do something with it, right?
And next time they get an ace, they need to do something more with it, but maybe they won't have time to get another aces. And Bessa's diving straight onto the Corki. The Corki's surviving for a little bit longer, but that doesn't matter. And Bessa uses a flash onto the backline. The resets are coming on through as well. The T-Hex is about to die, but I don't think it matters. The mid lane inhibitor goes down. The bot lane inhibitor goes down eventually. And that's a huge lead now for Baguette. They don't really need much more in terms of the objectives or anything. All they need is to try and take down that base, and they've got that gold lead back.
Isn't quite working it here for the side of Aces, but I put it down to Baguette's just having such a strong team, right? All these players are very strong, and they know what they're doing. Here is the combo here, trying to save the Jarvan. Is the Galio going in with the grand entrance. We've seen the knockups coming through onto the Ornn as well. Ornn goes down. No, sorry, not Ornn. It is Galio that goes down there.
Be able to contest this. I mean, in the end, Almighty Capybara just has 0 damage at all. This Corki is going AP Corki with Leandries, trying to use the package in. Does get 1 kill. Actually does get the Galio ultimate as well to try and save him. But meanwhile, on the other side, Fiora goes down. The Severe goes down. The Corki eventually goes down. And Bessa is 1 versus 2. And it's an ace for Baguette, and they're eventually going to finish this game and end game number 1 with a crazy 10,000 goal lead.
You can see what Ace Baguette was doing there. It was like, right, we're going to get an ace, and we're going to show you how to actually mobilize it and use it, right? And they were able to get the ace towards the end and take game 1 from Aces. So currently, Baguettes are up with the first win of the series, and it was a convincing win, right? They always had that 5k gold lead. We saw it one time where Aces were able to actually get a ace and try and do something with it, but Baguette was just like, hey, they have had the option.
What the hell is what are Baguette's cooking? what the
there
what
we
the
go.
hell
there
is
we
this?
go. Yeah,
okay, it looks like Ezreal mid for random. Oh, okay, that's really weird. I mean, it's Ezreal going to get blocked, but it got flashed in the end. Meanwhile, in mid lane, there's a flash forward from the Varus, and the Ambessa takes a kill. They lose a kill in the top lane, though. The Lucia goes a bit too far. The Ornn ultimate comes on through the Ornn. The double kill for UI, and even though they're able to take a pick in the mid lane, they lose 2 in the Baron lane.
Yeah, I think the gold was probably better back into our favor, as you can see here, 25k to 22.8. And it doesn't look like they're stopping there. We can see Ezreal and the Shyvana going in with the Dragon Descent, trying to push away the Lucian. He is getting the ultimate onto her, laying down that damage really hard and thick at the same time. And Lucian might actually get a 2-1 double kill. Oh, it gets put down by Random, but look what's going on here. Into the farm lane as well. That is going to be a kill going over to the side of Aces. Once more, they're able to take down Roxy on the Akali, but not being able to take anything else. But the boots isn't that much different. I mean, you got like the 3 Grievous boots on the side of Almighty Capybaras, but even they've built 2 like plated stills as well. But that's not the difference here. Is Hans going to actually make it out of here alive with this 2v1? It's not going to actually happen because that movement speed of the Shyvana is able to actually shut him down. Final Wax making a great meet there. Oh, yes, the knockup coming through. Blocked the barrage as well from the Ezreal. So that was really a good shutdown from the Braum, just saving his teammates. Yeah, I mean, if they're able to claim this second dragon, then they'll need just 1 more, right? I mean, but are they going to actually let this game go to that point? There is the Chains of Corruption coming in for the Varus, landing onto the Ornn, keeping him in place long enough just to actually deal a lot of damage onto him. But they're trying to just make sure they're able to get Baguette at a bit of a handicap here going into this neutral objective.
And the Ornn is going to be extremely low on health, but he does have the Warmog, so he's going to be really good. They actually catch out Random here on Akali. They're going to use the QSS to try and escape, but no, he's not able to escape in the end. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but now it's a 2-for-1. The Tristana getting the resets, the double kill already. They want to try and chase and get even more. The Drake
Aces, so nicely done there by Baguette. It looks like they may try and bait this Baron Nashor fight here, and I don't know who's going to come out on top, but there's the knockup from the Ornn.
Yeah, the Ornn's going to go on in and just completely delete it. But actually, it turns the other way around. The Varus actually one-shots away the Akali. And it looks like Almighty Capybaras are coming out on top. The Lucian, again, just doing so much damage. And it was a bait in the end that Baguettes wanted to do. But it was the Capybaras that came on through and stormed through. And Akali just, in the end, got completely one-shot in 2 seconds. And again, need to be really careful in this scenario. They do have a 2,000 gold lead, but oh no, Braum. Okay. Oh, Akali's going really deep again. But I feel like Akali's just going to die again. This time she bought the stasis. So the stasis is going to keep her alive, but they're going to back off for now. Baguettes do stop the Baron, and that means that they could just go back and carry on farming. But that was very scary there for Akali. She didn't have stasis last time. Probably the best one that you can get. On top of probably Mountain is also very good, and the Ice Dragon one for the slow. But what I really want to see here is Almighty Capybaras controlling the objective going into the pit. As you see, Ornn using his ultimate just for safety, but they're going to go for the Baron instead. They're using the Dragon as a bit of a bait. Varus actually has to go back to base. He got taken way too low on health, and he's actually just going to be taken straight up. And the Almighty Capybaras are going to try and look for the fight. The Lucian dashes on forward, but he's dashing straight into the Shyvana, and the Shyvana's doing so much damage. The Tristana gets the resets again and again and again, and that's going to be the Baron and also the Infernal Soul over to Baguette. Again, a pretty scary mid-game with a few mistakes, but this team's showing that their decision... To be honest with you, so I'm not really too sure what anti-shielding that he's really denying. It's probably just the gargoyles from both the Ornn and the Shyvana trying to be the big thing here. 3 items now completed by this Lucian. However, we are getting to a stage of the game where, hold on a second, Shyvana might get caught out. I think he needs to use his ultimate to get away. He doesn't even have time to use his ultimate, and that is just in time for the Elder Dragon, which is going to be started here by Almighty Capybaras.
Yeah, no smite is going to be hard for the side of Baguette's actually trying to steal this. Yes, Hards go straight in with the counter-strike with the knockup from the Brummel, but it's not going to be enough. Tristana and the Ezreal do so much damage. We see Lucian already pretty low. That is a quad. Can we get a penta, baby? Please give over the penta, surely. No, Tristana's like leaving it. He's like, hey, you just get the ace.
He wants to end the game.
I'm going to run them into the mid lane.
He's had enough of this game. He wants to end the game. Baguette wins a 4 versus 5. This Tristana is untouched the entire fight. The Runan's Hurricane spread damage, the on-hit damage in the end, the Akali dashing in onto the backline. It doesn't matter that Shyvana was dead in the end. 4 versus 5. Baguette's win game number 2.
Yeah, that was such a great play towards the end there. It's kind of almost like a bait switch and a bait that was able to bait them into the Elder Dragon. Then it went completely out their favor because they baited the
Riven in the jungle. So you have 2 very mobile junglers, you know, the Ambessa plus the Riven is just going to be crazy in terms of mobility, dashing around, dashing over walls. It's going to be very hard to keep track of the likes of the Riven. Off in the Twitch chat. I'm sorry. I can't help but laugh at Twitch chat sometimes. Sometimes they're just way too funny. Yeah, great start here for Almighty Capybaras, and looking to try and trade a little bit back and forth here as well. I mean, the top lane getting extremely low here for Almighty Capybaras. They're going to have to use that to try and escape, but you kind of see the power of even Severe in the early game as they're going to flash on in. Ezreal's going to get another kill. That's 2 kills already for the Ezreal. What is going on this game?
It looks like they just want to throw this game to actually try and stop this growth of the Ezreal right now. And 15 seconds in, we're almost at the neutral objectives. And Bassa going in onto the Severe here as well. With Ezreal's help, that is going to be another kill.
Get the mid lane tower before. Oh, they actually lost the first tower, unfortunately. But they're still going to take a trade, hopefully, in that mid lane. But oh my god, they go really aggressive here. There's 4 people for the Akali. Let him breathe, man. Let him breathe. Much, considering how far ahead they are in terms of gold, in terms of major objectives. They're not actually that much far ahead in gold.
They're not that much far ahead of gold, but they were able to get that pretty much the bot lane completely wiped out here, and they might get some more things for the side of Baguette coming through as well. There is, what, a 2-1 trade, 2-2 trade going over to the side of Baguette for now, but it looks like they're not just done there. It's going to be a double kill going over the timing on the Ezreal once more.
Really nice dodge there from Shio in the end. But they need to go back to base. They need to be careful. They're actually dashing him straight onto the Ezreal. What are you thinking, buddy? Like, that's not the way to play the game. Morgana's going to be here as well to help with the crowd control. They do take 1 down. They're going to try and take 2 down as well. The Morgana's 1 hit away. Oh, here comes the movement speed from the Severe. Has to try and dodge away from the Ezreal auto attacks.
Oh,
here comes the Bessa back into the fight. The Ezreal dashes in with the arcane shift, and that's 2 more kills for the Ezreal. 9, 0, and 7. 11,000 gold in 10 minutes.
You know that went completely wrong when we saw that Akali dipped onto the Ezreal, did no damage.
Still secure some kills to still keep them within grasp. And you can see there's an Ornn ultimate going up into the top lane. Riven is basically 1 HP. Yone's also dashing in to try and save it. The knock up from the Ornn as well is pretty huge. And Bessa misses the OT, but the True Shot Barrage comes in. And that's another kill over to... Oh, I thought it was Ezreal, but it wasn't. It was actually the Ambessa taking the kill. 306 now for the Ambessa. The Last Whisper
bullying you and poking you from afar. And then when you do get into the nitty-gritty of it, they're already pretty much waddling down to very low. Here comes the Galio, but the Grand Entrance misses and whiffs everybody. That's a triple CC, though, from his second ability. But we do see Shin coming in. Kalos looking pretty low. The Ornn ultimate's able to get him and finish off the Galio as well. We do see that Shin is still into the thick of it, trying to run down the Ornn. There is a massive piece of front line from Baguette gone.
Yeah, the Ornn going a bit too far there, unfortunately, trying to land the knock-up in the end. But it was a really, really well-played gank there from the Akali and also the Riven as they're trying to go onto the Ezreal. The Ezreal does have stasis, does have to use the flash to get away. The Ezreal is still alive, but the Severe's boomerangs are doing so much damage. Can they try and shut down the Ambessa? Oh, he can! Moo shines with Severe, the double kill, the shutdown as well, and that's so much gold over to random in this top side of the map, really utilizing that they have the vision control on this top side. Now they're trying to jump onto the Akali as well. Can Baguette come up with a miracle again? It's another 4 versus 5. They are trying to stop them from taking down this Baron. There is no vision in this Baron pit. They need to get a ward or something over the wall to kind of see how low the Baron is. It's down to 3k. It's down to 2k health. Can they get over the wall? They can't get over the wall. The Baron is secured by blue team, and the Galio is going to dive in onto the back line as well. They take 2 kills. They take another kill. Is Ezreal going to take another one? It's a triple kill for the Ezreal. 15, 0, and 5 with the Baron going over as well. I'm lost for words, and I'm losing my voice by this Ezreal. What a crazy performance.
Aces, but now they're looking to upset that in this mid lane, trying to take that T3. They have no minions just yet. They're able to wipe down that minion wave. Roxy looking a little bit lost there. The Akali's got to be pretty careful that she doesn't get caught off by any of the members of Aces, but it's going to be the Severe getting wiped out by the Ezreal again. 16-0, man. What is going on?
Where the hell did the health bar go for the Severe? It just got completely evaporated. They're now trying to use the ultimates to try and clear this wave, but they could just go down into this bot lane and try and take this tier 2 tower and maybe even take the tier 3 as well. This Ezreal is doing so much damage, and there's no way for Baguettes to really shut them down. Riven's trying to go in. The Ambassador's flashing in underneath the Nexus. They're going to try and end the game, take this to a game number 4. Ambassador does die into the back line, but they don't care. They're trying to end the game, and almighty Capybaras come back. It's a 2-1 in this game, and we're going to game number 4.
Yeah, it looks like it's not gonna be a day of 3 zeros for anybody. No, anybody in the chat, not anybody on these teams, and definitely not for us casters. They are always seeming to get that turnaround in game 3, and Ace is doing exactly the same as Mangoes did in the last series. So fair play to them. I mean, you have to give props over the timing
to be the pick. So no Ezreal this time around. But my God, I'm scared for the Jinx. Is a crazy pick in this draft because you have Ambessa diving onto you, Akali diving onto you, Lucian as well.
Time around, it's going to be a little bit J-baited here.
Yeah, oh my God. I mean, taking a tower shot is not what you want there if you're Shio. Oh no, the flat forward as well. Hands gets first blood, and how do you even get caught by the tower this early on in the game? That's a huge mistake there from Shio on this Warwick. And again, almighty Capybaras getting early first blood.
Bad Warwick. Bad. Naughty. Don't take that shot. But Kalos are looking pretty low.
Jinx get a kill. Ignite. Maybe last take.
Oh,
Jinx doesn't get the kill.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear you in Discord for some reason.
That was a you issue, not me this time. Oh, okay. There's the dredge line.
Is another kill for Jinx? Oh! I was wrong all along. It's Jinx.
4K, not 4K, 14K, and then we have Aces up by around about 12.6. So they've got to try and stop that. There is Ambessa going straight into the backline of the Yone as well. So pick up a kill into the mid lane, get a few of these turret platings as they just get that kill so easily. Dredge line missing out there from the Nautilus. Going back in is Lucian, Galio, and the Ambessa. But it's going to be Lilia trying to keep her teammate alive, but it's not going to be enough. Galio gets the kill. They are able to claim all the Dragon Souls this time around, but it looks like Ambessa is able to clean that up very easily in that 1v1 against the Drake. But it seems like they're just kind of baiting off and waiting for Ambessa to be ready to take this Hex Tech. It looks like it's going to be the Mimics this time around, which we saw are very painful, especially when all placed in one lane. And it looks like they're trying to go for it. Roxy's in there, but they are able to take it on the side of Aces. We do see the Super Rocket come through. It came through, deleted pretty much most of Lucian's health, but so was Warwick going down. It's an arcane takedown.
The towers, that would be absolutely great. As you can see, the mid lane play coming on through, and Ambessa jumps straight onto the Jinx, but you do have the protection there of the Nautilus, but that does not matter. You can see the downside of the Jinx. As soon as Ambessa jumps in and dashes in, you have the follow-up from the Galio, you have the follow-up CC, and Ambessa is completely popping off. Warwick's trying his best to try and trade back, but he's not going to be able to do enough damage. Akali's going to even jump back in. Akali jumping back in, trying to do enough. Roxy's running, he's praying, he's hunting down the Ambessa. You're not going to do enough damage there, buddy. Another kill over to almighty Capybaras.
A lot of gold going over to Aces. They are currently up around about, well, 3k gold, if I'm going to be charitable here. But we do see that Yone goes in and then gets taunted as well, but it looks like it's going to be enough to take out the Lucian, which is going to be troublesome for Kalos here. Death charge.
To try and peel for this Jinx, try and play front to back. If you can just kill one member, Jinx gets the reset and then she can completely pop off. But it looks like the Baron is actually being started here. It's gone. It's completely gone. It's not even close. They're going to try and look for it still. Warwick's going to try and dive in. The Warwick ultimate comes on through, but it's not going to be enough. And Best is going to dive in onto the back line. And suddenly, it just looks absolutely disastrous for Baguette. They're going to get another kill and another kill here for Almighty Capybara. They're going to get 3 kills, or 2 kills, sorry, accelerated. The Baron Nashor gets taken. The Akali going to try and get an outplay here in the 3 versus 1. I don't think you're going to get too much more here. The Chompers are going to be there, not going to stun just yet. It's going to stun right now. They need to give this kill over to the Jinx. They do not. The Yone takes the kill. Meanwhile, they're just running. No Warwick ulti and no Nautilus ulti. This could be the go button here for Almighty Capybara. Look on the side lane as well. Look at the Akali just sneaking in the bushes at the moment on the top side of the jungle, trying to find an isolated member, trying to get a flank possibility. They're jumping onto the Yone. The Yone actually uses the flash to get away, but look at the flank by this Akali. They're going to try and shut down this Jinx if they can. The Akali takes one. The Jinx is still alive, but there's no other damage left on the team. They're gonna take down the Baron Nashor. The Nautilus is down. They're gonna try their best. The Warwick does do quite a lot of damage, but he's not gonna be able to do anything because the Quicksilver comes on through from the Lucian, and that means that the crowd control is not there. And they could get another kill, maybe. Yep, they're gonna get another kill here as well. That's 3 kills and maybe even more with this Akali. Can the Jinx gets one? Okay, the Jinx gets one. Doesn't get the
objective. It's pretty much Jova.
Yeah. As soon as they lose this Elder Drake, it is going to be over here for Baguette. So we will be going to a game number 5. All eyes here on the Jinx. Can the Jinx get something going here? Or is it going to be on the side of Capybaras to step out on top? Huge Ziggs ultimate actually onto the back line. Takes half the HP away from Jinx. And they're going to try and start off this Elder Dragon. The Teen Hex, meanwhile, is just zoning out the rest of the team. They're trying to get this mid lane priority right now. But meanwhile, there's a fight happening in the bottom side of the jungle. The catch is actually coming out huge. Yone dashes over the wall, tries to dash back. Jinx can maybe get reset. Oh, the one shot by the Akali. The Jinx has no chance of getting any resets at all. The Elder Dragon gets taken, and that should be game for Almighty Capybaras to go to game number 5.
Hey guys, I can kind of defend top, but I don't know about the other 2 lanes as they just lose the T3 into the mid lane with the TX straight into the Nexus as well. There we go. There's Ambassador straight into the backline onto the Nautilus, and they're going to look to take out this game 4 in style with a TX once more.
Game number 5 to finish off the day. What an incredible comeback here for Almighty Capybaras. I think most people, including myself, didn't give them a chance in this series, but they have stepped up huge. Timing last game on the Ezreal, Shin now 2 games on a row on this Ambessa. Definitely has to be something that Baguettes have to look at going into this next draft. And wow, oh wow, we have an incredible series. And now it comes down of Baguettes. They do have the Lilia that you can lock down. I think the Jarvan's going to be really good with the Lilia, but there is so much lockdown potential for the side of Mighty Capybaras. I think with this draft, their plan is to just have an ease of access comp. Like, they just want a comp that they can easily play.
Right now, we just seen that general tip-for-tat in the early game. Eros looking like he might get caught out here with the Ignite game procced a bit too early, but Kalos with the flash in.
It's happening again. Well, how does this keep 3 champions that you do want a lot of gold on? I mean, we talk about kind of the scaling of Severe being able to be very, very strong in the hole. They're going to look for a tower dive potentially now onto the Yone. They're going to try their best. Meanwhile, there's not really anything happening on the opposite side of the map. They can just dive onto Random here, and there's nothing else that they can really do about it. Random's trying to clear the minion wave, but he can't do anything at all. It's another kill. It's the execute. I mean, it doesn't even count for a kill. Capybaras came out on top. They came into this tournament as one of the underdogs, playing against one of the top seeds in EMEA, some of the best players in EMEA. However, they are going to take a trade kill back here. That is going to be 1 kill. They're probably going to get another here as well onto the Galio. So that's 2 kills. Kai'Sa can try and look for more as well. Try and use the ultimate to protect them away from safety, but the Camille is
aces. And again, trying to keep that gold difference much closer than it actually was before, right?
And they're going to look for engage though onto this top side. Does the Severe use the ultimate? There's the Hextech ultimatum on top of the Ziggs ulti at the same time. They're going to try and shut down the Yone at the moment. They have shut down the Lilia. The huge goggles don't play. The almighty Capybaras take one. They're going to take two as well. But Kai'Sa does trade back. The ultimate straight onto the Severe does so much damage. The Kai'Sa is still completely untouched. Using the ultimate onto the backline. The Galio is there to protect his team. But the Kai'Sa is completely popping off. It's a triple kill for Mumu. It's a quadra kill for Mumu. Can he get the penta? He might not be able to. Can he get it? The penta kill for Mumu. Baguette was so close to being reverse swept, but Mumu is here to save the day.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, he almost had it in one of the games, right, when they played Tristana.
My terminus, so I'm just going to be able to get more and more damage, and that team fight was so clean. And now it's going to be down to this dragon. Mighty Capybaras really want to try and take this dragon right now to try and stop the dragon soul. Here comes the wombo combo. The Galio ulti knocks up a few of them. The Kai'Sa again though dashing in onto the backline. The movement, the moves from Mumu is absolutely clean. The double knockup from Random, and this is what we expected from Baguette this whole time. The movement, the cleanness from Baguette come out absolutely huge, and they can now take another tower.
I still don't think Almighty Capybaras are going to give them that sweet release that Baguettes want. They want the team fight on their favor, and they're just not getting it just yet.
They're just going to take the dragon for free, I feel like, at this point. The Ornn ultimate's actually going to come in, the flank through on the Renekton. You'll see him, the Kai'Sa. He had to use the stasis very early. We need to go back to this fight. And Almighty Capybaras might be able to wipe out the entire team. They got the engage onto the Kai'Sa. They shut down the Kai'Sa. The Severe's still alive as well. Everyone is alive on Almighty Capybaras. And they got a nearly clean wipe ace. But they have to try and stop this dragon. The soul can still go in the favor of Baguette's. You know, the mountain soul could be so huge, but that's the engage they were looking for. The Hextech ultimatum onto the Kai'Sa. The stasis was used early, and that gave time for the Galio and everyone else to follow up afterwards. And that's Capybaras take from this T-Hex. How much pressure are they able to get onto the map? You're seeing that top wave push in, the bot wave push in as well. They're trying to go onto this mid lane tower. Camille just using it as a zoning tool at the moment. They're going to try and get this inhibitor. The Ornn ultimate's going to come on through, but already he's down to half HP. The Kai'Sa's onto the backline. Great stasis timing again, but Kai'Sa is all alone. Has to use the flash to get away. He only has to use the knockup as well. Renekton dashing on in to try and kill off the T-Hex. The T-Hex is still alive. The Kai'Sa's still alive. The Jarvan's in. The ultimate is there. No flash, no ultimate, no stasis for Kai'Sa, and she is locked down again. The T-Hex is about to die on 1 HP, but the Baron buff is still there on the side lane minions. They're going to try and take as many towers as possible. The Kai'Sa is dead for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think this is the play here for Almighty Capybaras. Just put as much pressure on. Okay, Horn getting that triple knockup, but it's not going to be enough. He gets melted down by the Severe as well. We see Random going into the backline there. The Yone knockup is not going to be enough. He gets a few bits of damage off, but we see Youngris getting out of there with just so little health. Renekton being saved by the status, but it's only going to be delayed the inevitable there. And the Elder...
well. They have so much to be able to lock down this Kai'Sa, and it all comes down to one Elder Drake fight. The Camille flashing on in again, using the ultimate onto Lilia. I think the Lilia's down. The jungler is dead. They could try and turn onto the Elder Drake if they want to, but they don't want to just yet. They want to try and shut down the champions first. The TP comes on through the knockup from the Yone. What is going on in this fight? The Kai'Sa is down, but it's going to be Almighty Capybaras falling one by one, but no, the Yone is still alive. Severe survives on 1 HP as well. Ornn is the only one left alive. There's a minion wave in mid, and they're going to finish this game. Almighty Capybaras blocked the miracle. They've done it. They've taken down the Titans of Baguette. Russia raised up. They have proven themselves to be one of the best in EMEA, and they'll be going through to the grand finals.
Shin going out with a blaze of glory there. He's like, I'm emoting, baby. I'm running to the base. Just zap me, boys. I'm so happy. But there we go. We are getting an Almighty Capybaras against the International Jobcenter Grand Final. So the last hope for the EU to try and overthrow the Almighty Capybaras this time around. But hey, third place is still up for grabs for Baguettes. And that last game, honestly, I was on the edge of my seat there for Baguettes. They were able to get that pentakill. Moo really popped off there, but Almighty Capybaras just put in